Hey everybody, JR from JR's Cars. Today, I'm going to be working on the Torrent because for about the last, say, week and a half, almost 2 weeks now, I've been tooling around with the Yukon after working on it and fixing the transmission issues. That's been my primary because the Torrent decided it didn't want to start. So if you go out to your car in the morning and you turn the key and this is what you hear, stay tuned because I'm going to show you some of the troubleshooting steps and the ultimate fix of what I did to get this working again. Alright, so the obvious first thing that you want to do is you want to check for your battery voltage. Now on these, the battery's underneath here, so an easy way to get to this to see the voltage is right through here. So we can get this box opened up, get the multimeter where you can actually see it. Then you'll put your positive to this here and then just ground out the other one. So we're at 12.5 volts. So we are good to go on voltage, which led me to the starter. So you need to get into here in order to get the positive battery cable off, because you don't want to take the starter off with the battery cable on. So what we're going to do, we'll just put that cover on there. We're going to take this off here and it just slides back, but you kind of have to push it up a little bit in order to get it over. There's a little clip in here. So if you push up and push back and pull it right out of the way, take this and just move it off to the side. And you have to be very careful with this because if you live in a climate where the wiring that's in here could get brittle, you could get brittle, you can break the cable shielding on it, and it can end up arcing, causing a whole slew of problems. So the next thing you want to do is you want to take this cover off. There's 2 clips on the back side here. You're just going to pull up on those clips and pull the cover off. Those are the clips that you're going to pull up on. That gives you access to your battery. So you're going to remove your battery cable, and then we'll go downstairs, we'll get that starter out. Alright, so here's what we're after. The starter, right? Very simple on a 3400 engine. It's right up in the front here, so it makes it super easy to get to. Like I showed you up top, you have to make sure that you disconnect the battery. So what we have here is there's a connector right here you have to disconnect. So there's a little clip on the back side. You just have to push up and it pulls out. Simple as that. Should be able to see that there. That's the clip. We can get that out of the way. Just move that out of the way. Now, there's a little cover right here that we have to get rid of. We have to move out of the way to get to this bolt here. This is a 8mm bolt, so we'll take that out. All right, and then that cover slips right out of the way there. Then what you want to do is up top, you can see this one here. There's another pole up at the top here. You want to disconnect that because that's your feed going up to the battery. That is a 13mm. And your cable will come right out. That's one cable. And here's your battery cable. That one's a little tight, so you might have to wiggle it around a little bit by the cable to get it out. Those are your 2 cables that you want to make sure that come loose. And then now at this point, you have 2 15mm bolts. One's here, one's here. So this one, you're going to get behind this bracket here, loosen up. That's your really long bolt. And the other one is up here. That one's tight in there. All right, so when you're taking this one out, you can see the starter's already moving. You want to get it to the point to where you don't need your ratchet anymore, and then you can just finger loosen the screw, the bolt, but you want to hold the starter up too so it doesn't fall on you. Get that bolt out of there. And then the starter comes right out. And you can definitely tell that this starter has seen better days. So, out with the old. And in with the new. So basically, it goes in the same way it came out. Gonna put it in there. Get it lined up to where you can get those bolts in there. You'll get your new nut off of there. You want to get your battery cable back on first. Alright, so battery cable's in place. Put your trigger cable in. Put that nut back on. Okay, you put this wire back in. You're gonna want to put your flywheel cover back on. that's all she wrote. So I hope that helped you out to show you how easy it is to change the starter on one of these 3400 engines. Total time, start to finish, was probably about 20 minutes. One of the easiest starters that I've ever replaced. So, like I said, I hope it helped you out. And if it did, do me a favor. Give me a thumbs up. Drop your comments down below. And consider subscribing to the channel, because I have a lot of content on here and I have a lot more coming for you. So I hope everybody's staying safe. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.